Steve Basic Architect. Yeah, we're out here at our Build Show Build Boston site. It's a beautiful fall day. We're very close to winter time out here. You can see pool, whole bunch of exciting stuff going on out there. We're in the great room. I would love to be able to show you the floors. They've been installed, but they've been covered up by the ram board because we have a lot of things going on here. But we do have a stack of some of the hardwood floor over here. So I wanted to come over here and have a little bit of a chat. Actually, you can see right here, you can see some of it installed here. So it's an 8-inch engineered white oak floor. And this is by a company called Mafi. It is an Austrian white oak. And we have some here that we can take a look at up close. It's an Austrian white oak floor. You can see here, and it's an engineered floor. This one has the groove. The tongue has been cut off. Let me see if we can't. This one here's got one that is actually the full profile. So you can see the tongue here, and it has the tongue here, or the groove, and tongue here. So engineered white oak floor, you can see, has a hardwood bottom, hardwood top, and then it has the, I don't know if that's, I forget what it is, if it's European larch or spruce that is the infill. But the beauty of this floor, and again, it's made by a company called Mafi, and it's Australian white oak. And what you see here, it might, you might look at that and say, wow, how are you going to finish that? This is already finished, right? This is a matte finish on here that's been done at the factory. So it has that very kind of, I mean, it's very close to looking like raw wood, but that's what we were in search of with the homeowner, was getting that matte finish on it. I forget what it has, 20+ year warranty. Because it has a pretty thick veneer here, we were talking with the flooring guy, he said there's probably a couple sandings in the lifespan of this engineered floor. So when you're looking at it, you want to make sure that that top veneer is at least significant to get a couple of sandings out of it. It's all blind nailed, right? Obviously nothing in the flooring. It all gets nailed into the into the tongue there. Nice, tightly knit. But one of the things that we did for this project that I thought was pretty cool was we took our flooring and we sent it down to a company called Cape Cod Air Grills. You can see this is Cape Cod Air Grills. They stamp it all. But they basically router out all of our ventilation grills. And what we did was we sent them pieces of the engineered flooring. So you can see, just like the engineered flooring, it has the two veneers and the core there. But now our flooring and all of our grills are a perfect match because the grills are cut from exactly the same, as well as the frames were all cut from the same wood. And this one isn't routed out yet. This one is routed out. And so the grills will sit in there. This was one of the tests that they sent us. These aren't the actual grills. But they do router this out so you have a little ledge. These just will sit in there on the floor so you can remove these in the flooring. Yeah, you can go take a look at that one there. But I just wanted to show you, look at the construction on these. Not only do they have the mitered corners, but then they have the little butterflies in each one of the corners, holding those corners together, giving you a nice rigid framework there for the grills. One of my pet peeves on a project is I hate going into projects where things are kind of close. Right, so we could have very easily have said, we're going to use that oak floor, cut them out of white oak, they would have cut this, but there is a slight variation in those grills, and we know this is a match to the flooring because it's cut out of the same thing. For me, one of my kind of stickling points, and I don't have many. I'm actually an architect that has a pretty wide spectrum of acceptance, but one of the things I don't like to tolerate very often is kind of a wide spectrum of, let's call it non-cohesiveness. I love to walk through a project and see things that all work very well together. If I see a piece of wood or a tile in the mudroom, chances are that tile that's in the mudroom down there is going to be the tile in the bathroom here, or the tile in the owner's bathroom. Or the fact that we're using an Austrian white oak floor with a matte finish, that all of our air grills get cut out to be the same thing. And you know, Steve will support it out right here. You can see one, you know, in its natural habitat here. I'll peel this back, and you can see how that blends right in with the flooring. So I love that level of cohesiveness, that as I move through the house, all the pieces, I don't question, do they fit together, because they do, right? And that we've gone through the exercise of making sure that all of the woods, you know, you can sit there and say, well, we did white oak cabinets, white oak flooring, white oak grills, and white oak trim, for example. It doesn't mean it's all the same white oak, right? Some of it could have come from Europe, like the flooring. Some of it could have come from, you know, Pennsylvania, or I don't know, Minnesota, wherever you're getting that white oak, and they could just be different white oaks. Yeah, they're in the same family, but they're not quite the same. So again, if you're looking for the floor, this is Moffy. You know, when we get all the protection up, we'll be able to walk through, and we'll do some finished walkthrough videos where you get to see that. But anyways, that's our flooring. It's almost done here. I'm Steve Basic Architect, and this is the Build Show Build Boston site. If you haven't checked out the videos, buildshownetwork.com. Go under the Originals tab. Check it out. We're on episode 22. We just uploaded of the 24 episodes. You get to follow along in this build from day one. Demolition, framing, site work, foundation work, wall framing, floor framing, roof framing, plaster, insulation. It's all there. The whys and hows and choices that myself and the homeowner made along the way, they're all embedded in those videos. Go have fun. And if you just found me, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, tell all your friends, and go check out, I have videos on all kinds of various projects. If I go traveling somewhere, like you'll see, I went up to Vancouver, I saw a bunch of cool things while I was there. I put those videos up, I put everything in an organized playlist for you. So check out those playlists. They're all either by project, sometimes they're miscellaneous projects, or trips to somewhere in Switzerland, or you know, Vancouver, or wherever I'm going. I have a couple trips planned for next year. Wait till you see the stuff we bring back from them. Very excited for next year's travel plans. But anyways, Steve Basic Architect. Until next time.